My name is Joshua Singh. I'm 19 years old. I've always wanted to be a pro wrestler. I get asked a lot, or when I was growing up, in school, or I get asked a lot, why do I want to be a pro wrestler? The question never really made sense to me. It was hard for me to answer because I don't really have an answer. I mean, it's just what I've always wanted to do. And I know that's the most generic answer. It's the answer everyone gives. But when I was growing up, and my brother showed me wrestling when I was really young, and it was just kind of like, okay, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. And then going through schools elementary school, what do you want to do? Well, I'm going to be a wrestler. Okay, and, that's cool. You're 7 years old. You're allowed to think that. And then it was like you're in high school, and it's like, what do you want to do? It's like, well, I'm going to be a pro wrestler. And it's like, oh, well, do you have a plan B? And it's like, well, not really. And then having a conversation with my dad, who I don't see often, in sophomore year, and he says, well, what are you going to do after school? And, I tell him I'm going to go become a wrestler, and he just tells me, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. So my whole life I've kind of been against the odds when it comes to it, I guess, when it comes to people believing in me. I've had a few people believe in me. My older brother, who got me into wrestling, has always believed in me. My mom has always been there for me, believed in me. There were some times where even I was like, I was senior year, all my friends are about to go to college. I'm like, what should I do? I mean, I can go to wrestling school. That's what I want to do, but should I go to college first? Should I, do this? And she told me, this is what you want to do. You should do it. So I've had a few supporters, but, I feel like I've always been a kind of against the odds growing up. I've always been kind of a bigger kid, kind of picked on for that in school. My teeth aren't the greatest because I can never afford braces, so, I get picked on for that. So being a fan of wrestling and wanting to be a pro wrestler, it was just another thing on the list for people to, make fun of me for. But I think that it was kind of in my favor because I learned to use that to kind of not make fun of myself, but kind of use it just to be a charismatic person, and use that through high school to kind of get me by. And it was like, the more I went on and people said, oh, that's a joke, oh, that's not going to happen, the more I kind of turned it around to where by the time I was graduating, there were people in my school who were thinking, oh yeah, Josh and Alex, oh, they're going to be wrestlers. So it was never really a question to me, and I just knew that's what I wanted to do.